didn't understand the discussion you had. He speaks to you in Portuguese and turns around to ask me dinner or lunch. So what is this?
What do you think about it?
What does it mean? Yes, but you were talking of democracy.
Yes.
So I must also understand. If after you decide and I say I don't have time, it's a waste of your time. All right, so did he tell you about tomorrow too? Is today the final day? Is that right? This is our last day.
Yes.
Because he was telling me that we are meeting tomorrow as well. Okay. Not tomorrow. Then the second thing, we are supposed to write a terminal paper, right? Has he discussed with you what is to be done? He hasn't discussed with you what. I think this is the beginning. This is the first year, and so things are probably not done. What he's telling me is that there is another lecturer coming from Germany. You are aware of that, to handle aspects of theories of integration with the European experience and so on. And that you are not going to write papers for the two of us. You have to write just one paper, which means you can choose to do a paper from my section or a paper from his section. Are you aware of all these?
Just one paper.
Just one paper.
Yes, he told us it is just one paper, but he didn't say that we are able to choose in between the two of the professors.
He didn't say that. But you're doing just a paper.
Just one paper.
I didn't understand. You can choose.
Anyway, it's an in-house thing. That's the way things are done here. But elsewhere, the thing to do is to let the students know in advance how they are going to be examined, the nature of the examination. Is it going to be a written paper? Is it going to be a terminal take-home paper, or both, and so on and so forth? Even before they start the course, so they are aware. Yeah, but of course, that's the Cape Verdean perspective. So I don't have any problem with that. Now today, and this is the MA, the Master of Arts. Is that what you're doing? There are two types. You could be doing the Master of Arts, MA, in regional integration. And you could be doing Master of Philosophy, MPhil, in regional integration. They are not the same. One is bigger. The Master of Philosophy, in most universities, if you have the MA, they may not admit you to the PhD straight. But somebody with the Master of Philosophy can be admitted straight to the PhD, the doctorate. That's why I'm asking you, what are you doing? And students have the option. Some people come and say, look, I don't want to do the MPhil. I just want the master's, the MA, Master of Arts. Somebody may say, well, I want to go into the academia, so I want to pursue the MPhil. And you should know the difference. It's not only here, it's worldwide, it's everywhere. Or, we have a visitor, a friend here with us, and I hope somewhere along, he's also a professor, somewhere along the line you might intervene and contribute. Okay, so I'm just telling you these things to let you know of the differences. If you say you are doing the masters, what? Is it the Master of Arts or the Master of Philosophy? You understand what I'm saying? That is what happens. That's what, everywhere you go, that's what is done. I suspect you are doing the Master of Arts. In the Master of Arts, you do the coursework as you are doing now, then you write a dissertation. It takes sometimes, the whole program takes about a year or 16 or 18 months. With the Master of Philosophy, you do a year's course, just like the Master of Arts, but you do a research and write a thesis for a year. Then you have the Master of Philosophy. So, and if you go to any university's website, you can see either Master of Philosophy in Regional Integration or Master of Arts in Regional Integration. And you should know which of them you are doing. So it looks more like the Master of Arts.
But Professor Kodai informed us before we started the master that
We don't move forward.
Okay, let's. So I will still give you the questions, and then you decide what you want to do with them. Either you write them, or you don't. That's up to you. Is that right? Yes, I'll just do the questions to you. Write brief notes on the following. The neo-functional theory of integration. That is A. Neo-functional theory of integration. Write brief, short notes on the following. A. Neo-functional theory of integration. B. Liberal intergovernmentalism. Liberal intergovernmentalism. And C. Institutionalism. So that is question 1. You can choose to write on this. And if you want to write on this, we just do brief, and by brief notes, I mean about half a page. Half a page, brief notes. I just want to know whether. The second, yeah, the three, yeah. These are the three. The second question, identify and explain the key impediments identify and explain the key impediments, the impedimentals of regional integration in Africa. Identify and explain the key impediment to regional integration in Africa, with examples from East or West Africa, ECOWAS or the European Community, the East African Community, sorry. With examples from either ECOWAS, West Africa, or East African Commission. And these are the three. The third one is examine. Okay, examine the view. Examine the view. The opinion, the view. You understand? Examine the view that regional integration in Africa is both and necessary. It's both desirable and necessary. There's a view by some scholars that it is not just desirable, it's also necessary for Africans to integrate. My question is, examine that view. Subject that view to examination. Examine that view. In other words, tease out the arguments in support, both for and against regional integration. There's a certain viewpoint, there's a certain opinion there's a certain view that Africa must integrate. You understand? And that integration is not just desirable, it is also necessary. It's necessary. I want you to examine that view. So whilst I'm gone, on Tuesday, if you decide to write any of these, it will be sent to me. My understanding is that the other lecturer coming from Germany is going to give you questions also. And you have the opportunity to choose what to write on, what to answer in this terminal paper. Is that right?